Good afternoon and welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to look at how we can solve a system of equations using Cramer's rule. So we have this system of equations that we have been given on the board there. 2x plus y minus z is equal to 11 and these others. So how do we solve this system of equations using Cramer's rule? Well, the first thing that we need to do is to make a matrix of coefficients. So I'm going to make four matrices out of the system that we have here. So the first matrix that we're going to make will be just made up of the variables which are on the left hand side, their coefficients. So we're going to get their coefficients and make a matrix. So after we do that, this is what we're going to get. So we're going to get the coefficient of 2 there, and that's what we have there. And the coefficient of y there, which is 1. The coefficient of z there, which is -1. And then as you can see, we've also gotten the coefficient of x in the second equation, which is 3. Coefficient of y, which is 2. The coefficient of z, which is 2. And so on and so forth. So we've made this matrix which is made up of the variables which are on the left hand side of these equations. So after that, now the next step is to find the determinant of this matrix that we have made. So to do that, we follow the formula for finding the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, which is simply, first of all, getting the numbers in the top row there, each number. So we're going to start with 2. So I'm going to get 2, then cancel out all the numbers which are in the same column as where 2 is. And then we're also going to cancel out all the numbers which are in the same row as where 2 is. Then we'll make a matrix, a 2 by 2 matrix, out of what we have left there. So we have 2, 2, -2, and 3. So that's what we've done there. And then we're going to multiply that determinant of this 2 by 2 matrix with the number 2. So we also have to find the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix. Then we're going to multiply it by 2. Then we're going to subtract the next number, which is 1. In the first row, we multiply it by the determinant of the matrix that we make by excluding the numbers down the column which are under the same number, and the numbers which are in the same row as the same number which is there on top there. So we get the determinant of the matrix that we make from the numbers that are remaining, which are 3, 2, 4, and 3. So we find its determinant, and then after we do that, we add what is left there. So we're going to get -1 and cancel out all the numbers in the first row as -1. And we're also going to cancel out all the numbers in the column where -1 is. Then we're going to remain with this 2 by 2 matrix, and then we're going to find its determinant. Then we'll complete what we have there. So after we evaluate, this is what we're going to find. We're going to come up with 20 minus 1 plus 14, and our determinant will be equal to 33. So this is the first step. Now let's move on to the next step. So now what we want to do after we found the determinant of the first matrix that we made from the left hand side is find the determinant of the next matrix that we're going to make. So this matrix, we make it by replacing the x term there with this whole column. The first column, this one on the right hand side, we're going to take it where the x terms are. So the x terms will be replaced by the column on the right hand side. So we're trying to make a matrix that will help us find the change in x. So this is what we come up with after we do that. We make a matrix of coefficients, and these are the coefficients that we come up with. So after we do the algebra, our dx or change in x will be 33. Okay, so now the next step is just to repeat what we've been doing, but this time we're going to replace the column with the y terms with the numbers on the right hand side. So I'm going to get all this column and put it where the y terms are. Then we're going to make a matrix of coefficients. So this is what we come up with after we make the matrix of coefficients. Then we're going to find the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix, which will give us 66. And now we have to do the same thing for the z term. We have to replace it with the numbers that are on the right hand side and then make a matrix. So let's do just that. So after we do all the multiplications and we evaluate our determinants here, we're going to get z, or change in z, is equal to 99. Now, the next step, since we've gotten our determinants for the form matrices, is to find our variables, and we use a simple formula, which is for each variable, x, for example, will be equal to the change in x all over our change. So this will be equal to our change in x, we found it to be 33, and our change is also 33, so 33 over 33 will be equal to 1. So we do the same thing. So our x is equal to 1. So we're going to do the same thing with these other variables. Our y will be equal to change in y over our change, which will give us 66 over 33, which will be equal to 2. So our y will be equal to 2. And finally, our z will be equal to change in z all over our change, which is equal to 99 over 33, which will be equal to 3. So our x is equal to 1, our y is equal to 2, and our z is equal to 3. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to this channel, and if you want more tutorials on matrices, please subscribe to our platform. We offer free videos there, and of course you can subscribe